Hi Sam. Are you ready for another exciting word today?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, what's the word?
Today we're learning,
Spieler,
which means player in English.
player,
That sounds simple enough. Are there different meanings?
Yes, there are a few meanings. The most common one refers to someone who plays a game or sport. It can also mean someone who participates in activities or even a flirtatious person in a social context. Just be careful, as it can sometimes be confused with the English word.
player,
In the romantic sense.
Good to know. What about the grammar for?
Spieler,
Spieler,
Is a masculine noun, so it has the article.
der,
The plural form is
Spieler,
as well. In a sentence, you might say,
der Spieler spielt ein Spiel.
meaning the player is playing a game. In the past tense, you would say,
Der Spieler spielte ein Spiel.
or in the perfect tense,
Der Spieler hat ein Spiel gespielt.
So, it's
spielt, spielte,
and
hat gespielt.
exactly. And if you wanted to give a command, you could say,
Spiel,
which means play.
that's really clear. Where does the word
Spieler,
come from?
Spieler,
Originates from the Old High German word,
Spiel.
which means play. Over time, it evolved through Middle High German to become what it is today. It's interesting how the concept of play has been important throughout history.
That's fascinating. I love knowing the history behind words.
Let's break down the word.
Spieler,
It consists of the root,
Spiel,
which means play, and the suffix, indicating someone who performs an action. So, a
Spieler,
is literally someone who plays.
That makes sense. So it's like building with Lego blocks to form a word.
Exactly. If we consider similar words, we can see the pattern. For example,
Arbeiter,
means worker, from,
Arbeit,
meaning work. There's also
Lehrer,
for teacher, from,
lehren,
meaning to teach.
Interesting. What about other similar formations?
Sure. There's,
Schreiber,
meaning writer, from,
schreiben,
meaning to write, and
Verkäufer,
meaning seller, from,
verkaufen,
meaning to sell. We can also look at
Hörer,
meaning listener, and
Läufer,
meaning runner. Each of these follows the same structure.
So they all have that ending to indicate someone who does the action.
Exactly. And it's important to note that the gender of these nouns follows the last component in a compound. In this case, since indicates a male person, it's masculine.
Got it. Can you give me some real-life situations where I might use
Spieler,
Of course. Imagine you're at a sports event. You could say,
Der Spieler hat ein Tor geschossen.
meaning the player scored a goal. How about trying that?
der Spieler hat ein Tor geschossen.
Perfect. Another situation could be when talking about a game night with friends. You might say,
Als Spieler muss man die Regeln kennen.
meaning as a player, you must know the rules.
Als Spieler muss man die Regeln kennen.
Excellent. One more scenario could be in a conversation about online gaming. You could say,
Ich bin ein guter Spieler.
meaning I am a good player.
Ich bin ein guter Spieler.
This is fun.
Now, let's remember the gender hint for.
Spieler.
Since it ends in, it's masculine. You can visualize a male player on a field to help remember this.
That's a good visual.
Moving on to usage notes.
Spieler.
Is typically used in both formal and informal contexts. Some common collocations include
Professioneller Spieler.
meaning professional player,
Guter Spieler.
meaning good player, and
Bekannter Spieler.
meaning famous player.
I see how that works.
Just beware of similar words like
Spiele.
meaning games and
Spielen.
meaning playing. They can be a bit confusing.
I'll keep that in mind. Can you give me some example sentences using
Spieler,
Absolutely. For instance,
Der Spieler hat die Meisterschaft gewonnen.
means the player won the championship. Or,
Die Spieler trainieren jeden Tag.
meaning the players train every day.
I like those.
Another example is,
Der Spieler ist verletzt.
meaning the player is injured. And you could say,
Wir haben die Spieler im Turnier gesehen.
meaning we saw the players in the tournament.
They sound great.
How about a quick recall check? What's the article for?
Spieler.
It's
der,
Correct. And how do you say the players in plural?
die Spieler,
Right again. What does
Spieler.
mean in English?
player.
Good job. Can you give me the perfect tense of?
Spielen.
It's
hat gespielt.
Very well. Now, what's one situation where you might use
Spieler.
At a sports game, saying,
Der Spieler hat ein Tor geschossen.
fantastic? To wrap up, we learned that
Spieler.
means player, it's a masculine noun, and it has some interesting historical roots.
yes, and I loved learning about the word formation.
I'm glad. Keep practicing, and you'll have it all down in no time.
Thanks, Alex. I can't wait for the next word.